another episode of Sports and Songs podcasts. We're your hosts, Dan and Andy. Tonight is August 18th. I'm reporting live from the cabin. Andy's there in Shadow Studios. We're on season 3,
Yes.
episode number 39. Tonight, Andy, is the songs edition, songs only, music, concerts, tours, album review, all things music related.
Yes.
Now, I've got an album review first.
Let's hit it.
Now the album review that I'm going to do today, I got the picture here coming up, but it's Red Light Fever. It's called Red Light Fever. It's by a band called Taylor Hawkins and the Coattail Riders. Now we know Taylor Hawkins recently passed away last March.
Yep.
And what we've got here is he did a side project. Taylor Hawkins, the drummer for the Foo Fighters, did a side project and recorded 3 albums. This one was released in 2010 called Red Light Fever. It's the second album by the band Taylor Hawkins and the Coattail Riders, released April 20th, 2010. It features Brian May and Roger Taylor of Queen on guitar on 2 of the songs. It also features Elliot Easton of the Cars on 1 song and Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters. Now, the band here is made up of Taylor Hawkins. He does lead vocals, drums. Chris Chaney plays bass. Now, Chris Chaney and Taylor Hawkins were both in the band, Alanis Morissette's band, touring band called Sexual Chocolate. They were both in that band together. And so they got the idea to form this band. They got together with Gannon Arnold on lead guitar, and it was really what this is a three-piece band. Now, Brian May appears also on backing vocals and guitar on a couple of the songs. Roger Taylor, like I said, appears. Dave Grohl plays rhythm guitar on 1 of the songs. And then they've got Nate Wood on also guitar on this album, and Drew Hester. Drew Hester plays percussion. He's a longtime Foo Fighters member in the additional member, I would say, in the Foo Fighters. But the listing here for the album is Not Bad Luck. I just watched a clip when he appeared in 2010, appearing on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, performing that song live. Not Bad Luck. Next song is Your Shoes. Next song is Way Down. Song 4, It's Over. Song 5, Hell to Pay. Song 6, Sunshine. Song 7, Never Enough. Song 8, Hole in My Shoes. Song 9, James Gang. James Gang is pretty good. It's more of a rock, more of a heavier sound to it. Song 10, Don't Have to Speak. Song 11, I Can See It Now. And song 12, I Don't Think I Trust You Anymore. This was produced by Drew Hester. It's considered alternative rock. And I think, Andy, a lot of this is light. It sounds kind of like early Foo Fighters stuff on some of these songs. It also sounds a lot like the first album that Taylor Hawkins put together. It also has somewhat of a Beatles feel to it. He must have been I think, related a lot to the Beatles or early Beatles. A lot of these do sound like Beatles. In other words, soft listening music, not heavy, but still very good. So it's 12 songs, no instrumentals, no real love ballads. It would be your typical easy listening afternoon kind of as you say, Andy, cleaning the house, doing some yard work.
Yep.
Or something. Have it on in the background. I liked it. I did not have this album before, so doing this assignment, I did download the MP3, go through it, and listen to it. It's an easy listening stuff. I do like his voice, and he became a very accomplished vocalist. Do you have any thoughts on this album? Do you have any comments, Andy?
Yeah, you mentioned you said he played for Alanis Morissette, which, if fans of the show know, we did one of her albums at one time as an album review.
Yes.
So we'll tie in there. Then a couple of his songs about Those Shoes, not to be confused with the Eagles song, correct?
Those Shoes? It's his
It's not a cover of
own.
that one?
It's not a cover. No, no.
Okay. And
All
James Gang,
these,
I have to
in
say,
fact, all these are original releases. Yes.
and James Gang, is that a tribute to guy from the Eagles who did was the James Gang band?
I don't believe so, but it's got the same name on it. It is a pretty good song itself.
It wasn't a tribute. Okay. I was just kind of curious when I heard those names. I wonder. No, but like I said, we did a last Morissette album here. It kind of turns around. So that's kind of neat. Like I said, their sound is that, like I said, nice background music as you're doing stuff sounds. So yeah.
Yeah, they
Very good album.
at Studio 606, the Foo Fighters studios where they recorded it. So
Yep.
many members of that band, Foo Fighters himself, Dave Grohl himself, rather, were always busy with side projects. They were always doing things on the side, and they're always collaborating. And Taylor Hawkins was no other. Very good drummer for the Foo, but boy, once he got this band together, and I've seen these guys live. I've seen them at the Varsity Theater in Minneapolis back in 2006 when they first came out. And, he plays a real tight drum set, real close to him. And the vocals are right there. The microphone's right there. He does lead vocals. And this is not just rhythm keeping the beat. This is wild playing guitar. I mean, wild playing drums, all while keeping
You mentioned a member of the Cars was in his band too.
Good. Say that again.
A member of the Cars was in his band also, you said?
And one of the songs who he used
Elliot?
was, Elliot Eastman appeared on one song. He's a guitarist for the Cars, I believe.
For those of you who want to try to pick him out, Elliot Eastman is the left-handed guitar playing in the Cars. Left-handed guitar player.
Okay.
When you see your videos,
I didn't know that either.
that's who it is. So just fun fact there for you.
They all know a lot. It's a lot of networking there, of course, in the music business, but a lot of crossover. And Taylor Hawkins was just really coming into his own with all the connections and network that he had. He was involved in another band too before his death that he was playing with, and he was involved with, I think, three bands. He died in March in Bogota, Colombia, just this past March. But good stuff. He was going in the right direction. He was a talented individual.
Yeah. A lot of guys in two, three bands going, just as love of the music. And like I said, there are different genres of music too, if I understand. His other band he played with when he passed was a little different format or style than what the Foo Fighters were. So
yes,
that just shows his versatility.
Yeah, he was very versatile. Very clean. It's a very clean sounding album produced there at the Studio 606 that the Foo Fighters use. So I like it. I give it a thumbs up. I know these kinds of projects that they do didn't sell that much. It wasn't a big production, but it's another layer underground basically music that's still very good, very fun to listen to.
All right. I got some concert information coming up here on our local stuff.
Oh, yes.
Starting tomorrow, some of you might be listening to this tomorrow, but starting on Thursday this week, the Minnesota State Fair starts. I'm not going to go over every act that's on the main stage, just acts that our listening audience might appreciate. August 25th in the grandstand, Alice in Chains and Breaking Benjamin with Bush, and I've never heard of this part, The Life Project. And LIFE is all in capital letters, like it's an acronym for something, but Alice in Chains and Breaking Benjamin with Bush, August 25th. August 26th, Counting Crows with The Wallflowers. Mr. Dillon's little boy Jacob is in The Wallflowers. August 29th, The Beach Boys and The Temptations with Tower of Power. And September 1st, REO Speedwagon and Styx.
Okay.
Limited seats available for that one still. So that's pretty much a sold out one. So if you don't want to pay for the concert and you're a cheap bugger like me, just pay to get into the fair and then go sit by the door and listen. Medina, they'll be opening back up. Like I said, they closed for the summer. We did some stuff in the ballroom there.
Okay.
Some of these we've mentioned before. It's kind of recapping. Get your tickets now. Get your rooms at the inn next door before they sell out. Like, they're sold out for the rooms already because I've tried. September 16th, the Bellamy Brothers with Shane Martin will be the first concert back in the ballroom since they redid it all. So
Okay. Good.
I will have a full report the next week on that one. October 7th, Killer Queen, a Queen tribute band. October 8th, the Rush Project. Yeah, you got it. A Rush tribute band. Here's one that's kind of interesting. October 15th, a band called Night Moves, a Bob Seger tribute band.
Okay.
October 21st is Thunderstruck, the AC/DC tribute band with Arena, who's just a rock band, does covers of everybody else's stuff.
Yes.
October 29th, the Four Horsemen, a Metallica tribute band with those pesky kids opening up. Those pesky kids are just cover band, rock and roll, hard rock stuff there. And like I said, December 10th, Strange Days opening up for Hairball. There will be a fan bus from the Sports and Songs going for that.
Yes, we will be in attendance.
Nothing really going.
That'll be a good show.
Yes. Nothing going on at Target Center for the next couple months going on, but XL Energy Center has a few different concerts coming up. These two I've never heard of, but from what I've heard in our genre of music, they're pretty good. September 15th, My Chemical Romance at XL Energy Center. And September 20th, The Killers. And then November 4th, The Smashing Pumpkins. Billy Corgan and the boys back on the road doing their thing. Again, Medina, I know for the Bellamy Brothers, we always say it's Medina. Stay at the inn next door. This is not a paid advertisement. This is just a word of advice. Stay next door. Don't bother going home. Have a better time. Stumble across to the parking lot and stay there. Best thing I tell you. But that's what I got there. They got grandstand shows at the fairgrounds. They're doing well. Again, a lot of bar shows. Go see your local bands at the bars. They're always fun to go see. I don't care who you see in there. You're having a good time. 99% of those bands are pretty sociable. Come out and talk in between their breaks on sets. So enjoy.
Awesome. That's all I've got.
That's the wrap for me.
Anything else for upcoming? How about new releases?
I had nothing of new releases. But a lot of bands are always put out songs here and there. They don't, like we said with Tyler Hawkins. I think if it was now, a lot of these bands just put out like a couple songs here and there on Spotify instead of a whole album. Sometimes to kind of see what kind of bite they get, or they'll release a couple songs on Spotify before they release the whole album. So when you're on Spotify, plug in Tyler Hawkins, put in Bob Seger, put in Kiss, whoever you want to put in, and just see what comes up, pops up. I've been listening to a lot of Warrant lately. Yes, we know Janie Lane passed away, but since he passed away, they released like 3 more albums afterwards. It's just that was in the grunge heyday, and we never heard of them. Very good albums. Go dig those up and listen to them. It's a different song. It's not Janie Lane, but it's still good music. So stuff like that, just go listen to. Other bands always have things coming out here and there. Fozzy, Chris Jericho's band, has a new album out, new release out, doing very well on the charts. Fozzy's always a good listen on there every now and then. Might have to do one of their albums as an album review, because we kind of hit both the sports and songs there. A Wrestler on the rock album. We can kind of double dip that one.
Oh, sure.
Do that around the holidays when we're scrambling for episodes to do.
Yes.
2-in-1 episode. Yeah, that's what I got. A lot of cover bands coming up at Medina. Nothing wrong with the cover bands.
Yeah, always fun. That's all I've got on my side too. Look forward to next week another album review, and I think we're good to go here as we roll into the end of August here. Andy.
Yeah, concert season is coming up. Indoor concert season. Yep.
The kids will be back to school.
Yes.
All that fun stuff.
All right.
Well, have a good week, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Yep. See you now.
See ya. Got it.